Welcome, welcome to downtown West Palm Beach. My name is Arielle Charis, and I am a local artist, and I'm here to talk about my art. So thank you for tuning in. I've been painting since 2016, and that's about 4 years. However, I've been painting my whole life, and diving into art is part of my family. My mother's an artist, my grandmother's an artist, my father's an artist. So it's been in me, but I picked the brush up professionally the last 4 years. Not only do I paint, I also work with ink, I work with pencil, I work with crayon, charcoal, pretty much any 2D medium. What connects me with art is my family. My family, it starts with my mother and my grandmother, and then it comes down to my children. When I started painting, it was to show and demonstrate my children that you can do anything that you set your mind to, but do it for the pursuit of happiness. Anything else in the world that you do and it doesn't bring you happiness, it's not worth it. Painting, that's my happy space. My inspiration comes from Salvador Dali, Vincent van Gogh, a lot of surreal artists, but more importantly, my grandmother. She put that seed in me. She inspired me to pick up the brush, to pick up anything I can do and let my creativity come out, to express myself. And with that, I found so many other artists that I was inspired by because they did the same thing. And I encourage everyone to do that as well, to pick up whatever inspires you, to express yourself and find creativity in that, because that's what makes you unique. With that being said, Salvador Dali and Vincent van Gogh, their work is so ingenious. Salvador Dali is a surreal artist that paints like dreams. And I love to dream. I remember my dreams every night. And to have an artist actually paint their dreams is inspiring to me. And that's actually one of my first steps, is if I can paint it in my dreams, I can make it happen. This piece to my right is of Tiana Taylor. It represents Black excellence and how a Black woman rises to the occasion worth more than gold can weigh. And this picture I pulled from her last album, which I find very inspiring, where she speaks about the birth of her daughters as well as her love with her husband. With this piece, I focused on the colors of black and gold and accentuated her angle of her neck to show that it represents regal and royalty. I feel that Tiana Taylor did an excellent job showing that in her last album, because I can relate and I would love to share that with others. This piece is called Queen of Excellence. As a woman, seeing yourself as a queen, seeing yourself as highly respected and well protected represents not only your worth, but how you see yourself and what is your relationship to who you are and the God that's inside of you. This piece here, when you reach down and you recognize your truth and you speak your truth, you realize that the connection that you have made is not only with yourself, but with everyone around you. Because that same source of divinity is not only in you, but of people around you. Because we're a community, we are one, we are royal, we are worth everything that you think that you are worth it. When you stand amongst your truth and amongst your peers, you can feel one and you can feel yourself. This piece, as well as the Tiana Taylor piece here, does that for me. I feel like I'm one. I feel like I represent the one and unity of women as well as humanity. These two pieces are some of my favorite. The one to my right is called Feels Like Summer. It is my first summer here in West Palm Beach with my children, Aurelia and Omega. I caught this at a very spontaneous moment. We take a lot of random trips to the beach, and this was one of those. I love the way the sand feels in this painting, also where you can see the waves and hear the sounds of the ocean, and you can almost imagine what these two kids are talking about or what they feel like. Those childhood memories are cherished. I love this picture beyond any other picture that I have painted. It's one of my best. This painting to my left, it has an interesting story. What happens is when I paint, sometimes the painting comes over and decides it wants to be something else. So it started as a woman, as a goddess, as a regal woman deciding that she's going to own her power, own her truth, and speak it from here. Whenever I began painting it, it started taking on to a new life and developing peacock feathers and rays of light around her head. And all I can think of was her name is just her. This is just her. This is who she is. And later in my research, I discovered that this is Hera. Hera is the goddess, the wife of Zeus, the mother of marriage, the great queen. And with that being said, it evokes that same energy of strength and wisdom and power, what a woman brings to the table and how she nurtures her children. So with these two pieces, I accentuated color to show that the contrast of life is also very beautiful. So whenever you go through your ups and downs and the waves, and sometimes it feels like summer and other times it feels like pain, you just remember you have the strength and that your mama raised you right. I have two other pieces I would like to share with you guys. These two pieces are special in a way that is not like the others. Most of my subject matter, as you can see, is the female form. These two pieces are unique because I did not do them like the others. I don't know if you can see it, but let me tell you. These two pieces, I painted freehand off the top of my head. There was no reference image. There was no other pictures I was looking at that I was inspired by. These two pieces, I came from my heart and painted from my mind. This is Lady L. Lady L was painted with grace and care because I was painting her live downtown Miami. Can you imagine my nerves? So I had to be graceful to myself. I had to be caring and mindful in the moment and just take a deep breath. This painting represents just that. Take a deep breath and remember, life is colorful. There's going to be contrast, but stop and smell the roses every once in a while. This painting to my left, this is Lady Aquarius. She represents me, but also the age of Aquarius that we are in, the age of knowing, and not only knowing, but knowing how to. With her, she brings and bears the water that carries information and knowledge and how you can grow in whatever aspect and field that you want to be in. We are in a space and time that you can just look up and discover anything, not only with the knowing, but the how to, the actual process and the steps how to do it. So take advantage of the time that you're living in because life is great. Life is good. So Lady Aquarius, ladies and gentlemen, Lady L. This piece is one of my earliest pieces. I have a story for you guys. When I started painting, it was a leap of faith back in 2016, and one of my very first pieces were of the leopard's eyes. The leopard's eyes represent the strength, the endurance, and the persistence to keep going. With this painting, it was actually a collaborative piece, and I redid the first one that was inspiring me to take that leap of faith, to continue to persevere and challenge myself in ways that I haven't challenged myself before. So from beginning to end, I'm going to constantly push myself, challenge myself, and persevere because I'm determined to win, just like this leopard. I encourage that for everyone else. If you can take away anything from my art, I would want you to take away encouragement. I would want you to take away the idea of happiness and where does it lay in your life? What does it represent? My art represents my happiness and how it fulfills my life in every shape and form. This is my journey and how I express myself from the day I was born to the last breath that I breathe. And I hope that you decide to take your journey and wherever it takes you in your pursuit of happiness. If any of these pieces catch your eye, feel free to direct message me. A lot of my work is available. I'm also available for commission pieces, and I have prints. If you're interested in any of my work or where to find me, you can find me on Instagram at I am Arielle Charis, and on Facebook, Arielle Charis. That is ArielleCharis. Now let's paint. I wear my headphones when I paint because it puts me in the zone. I go to a place within myself and I let the music guide my soul. It takes me out of where I am and to a world within itself. And as Stevie Wonder says, with a language we all understand.
rise again, 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 rise again.
I continue to find inspiration during the pandemic, knowing that it has affected many through continuing my daily practices and habits such as meditation, yoga, setting intentions, and reading. Choosing to find joy in all of this and pursuing happiness, knowing that happiness doesn't chase you, but it's a choice that you continue to make every day, is what continues and helps me remain inspired through this pandemic. Being that example and role model to my children more than anything is my guiding light.
Painting creates experiences my mind learns from. I take risks, I let go of expectations, and go with the flow, ultimately learning to trust myself.
My paintings represent who I am, and it started as a form of therapy for me. When I paint, I try to paint from my heart, from where I find my truth, and sometimes it doesn't have a blueprint or isn't sketched out, it is just freehand. And other times I paint sketch, and I find that whenever I'm in the flow, that I can really connect with who I am and find more of myself. When I teach my classes, I do that same process with my students by asking them questions. How do you find yourself here? Where is your happy place? What do you find inspiring to you in your everyday life? Do you wake up feeling ready to go and starting your day? With painting and having the canvas in front of you, it is literally a reality that you can make and create. Painting is just the easiest for me, for myself to express to others.
I am painting Kamala Harris. What I did to the painting was layer the colors to create dimension in the face. I'm using shades of red and pink to capture the passion a strong woman radiates when she is determined and persevering. Grateful for this opportunity and would like to give a big thank you to the West Palm Beach Downtown Development Authority for hosting this event.